Kwame McCoy accuses AFC of exploiting indigenous Venezuelan migrants for political gain. Newsroom, Minister of Public Affairs in the Office of the Prime Minister, Kwame McCoy, has publicly accused the opposition party Alliance for Change, AFC, and its leader, Nigel Hughes, of exploiting vulnerable indigenous Venezuelan migrants for political purposes, only to abandon them once their political agenda failed. In statements to the newsroom, McCoy criticized Hughes and the AFC for allegedly luring the migrants to Georgetown as part of a deceptive strategy aimed at entrapping the government. He described their actions as using the migrants as political pawns in a web of deception. It is important to note that after using these vulnerable indigenous Venezuelan migrants as political tools, the AFC has backpedaled from their public commitment to provide food and accommodation for them, McCoy stated. He emphasized that the opposition's actions were motivated by a desire for political gain, which ultimately backfired once their intentions were exposed. According to McCoy, the AFC abandoned the migrants at the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, showcasing a blatant neglect of their welfare. It is abundantly clear from this latest play of cheap politicking that Hughes and the AFC cannot be trusted with public responsibilities. Once there was no opportunity for political mileage, they resorted to abandoning this vulnerable group, he declared. The minister's comments highlight the government's position that the opposition's actions are not only opportunistic but also detrimental to the migrants' well-being. The Ministry of Amerindian Affairs is actively working to provide support for those affected. In response to the situation, Lieutenant Colonel Earl Edgehill, aide-de-camp to President Irfan Ali, clarified the events that led to the migrants' arrival in Georgetown. He stated that during President Ali's recent visit to Essequibo, residents expressed a desire for assistance, but at no point did anyone invite individuals to travel to the capital. Following reports of a group of Warao people arriving at State House under the impression they were sent by the president, Edgehill coordinated immediate humanitarian assistance directed by President Ali. The group, consisting of approximately 30 adults and 15 children, was provided meals and essential supplies at the One Guyana kitchen, and arrangements were made for their safe return to Essequibo. It is appalling to see the same individuals making outlandish claims after receiving assistance, Edgehill expressed, emphasizing the government's commitment to addressing humanitarian needs while rejecting attempts to politicize the situation. The government remains focused on supporting the indigenous Venezuelan migrants and ensuring their welfare amidst ongoing political discourse.